Good morning. This video is especially for parents to help you understand the setup of Schoology because your students may not always want to show you how all this works. So if you're watching this as a parent of my Math 1 class, it is June 28th and we are about through the first semester. Technically the first semester ends this Thursday. The school will be closed on Friday, and then all next week the school will be closed, which you can see all this. This is our main Schoology page, which if students are not there, they would want to log into Schoology by going to Schoology.com, and from there logging in, they can log in with their Worthington information, just their same username and password. And I have this viewing as a student, so this is a lady that was in a professional development with me. So this is not a student. You'll see that Anne's grades are very poor. She's not done any work. A terrible student. But our calendar right here is accessible by clicking on this, or you can just view all the upcoming events looking on our Sports Center feed. So if I click on that calendar, you can see it pulls up June. So today is the 28th. Ideally, now this is not cause for panic. This is not like, oh my gosh, we're behind. Ideally, students would be at around chapters 9 and 10 right now. A couple students have taken their assessments. We're getting to that point. So a lot of students use this next week as catch-up because, as you can see here, there's no office hours Friday. I will actually probably be out of the state by the time office hours would normally happen. And there's not normally office hours on Friday unless by request. So this is this week right now. There are no office hours next week. The building will be closed. For the 4th, there's no summer school at all. And then this is what I mean by the ideal pacing. If they were at 9 and 10, they could actually probably take a week off or get themselves worked ahead. By the 11th, we'd want to be at chapters 11 and 12. By the 18th, 13, 14, and then the 25th is the ideal day to take the course final or before then. I have to submit grades by the 28th or else they cannot pass the class. If they don't have a passing grade submitted by then, it just does not happen and they take Math 1 again. So the absolute last day to take the final would be the 27th. We have it scheduled for the 25th to try to give them some time for revisions if they need to do that. Also accessible here, our updates page is where we actively have a feed of announcements. So this was the reminder from yesterday for the face-to-face class. The grades tab over here is the one that your students might be avoiding. Ignore this. I don't know why Schoology is defaulting. I'm actually going to try to fix that after I record this video. These 33.3% don't mean anything. I only use the summer portion of the Schoology gradebook. So these percentages over here would be what you'd want to pay attention to. Anne has not turned in any assessments, so she has no grades for those. And practice work. She actively has zeros for a couple of these because she is so far behind, and she will, as of today, have a couple more zeros showing up unless this work gets turned in. So this is where their grade book is. Again, this is not a real student in my Math 1 class. This is a fake student. So most students have grades in there. The mastery button does not do anything for this class. The attendance report we've loosely been using, but because of vacations and a lot of people missing class, we've not been doing as much with that. So if you have any other questions, you can email, text, call me, whatever you want to get a hold of me. But you can see the Sports Center feed up here with no office hours and the upcoming assessments and things that would be ideal. Our face-to-face class videos, if students have missed class, all live right here. So even if your student has missed class because of vacation or anything else, they did not actually miss anything. And what else would be a good update here midsummer? Always jumps back to the updates page. That's pretty much it. As we get into chapters 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, there's a larger amount of sections, like chapters 13 and 14, I think have 6 or 7 sections, but it's all very related. So please talk your students down off any cliffs they may end up on. This content is all very related to each other, all the reasoning and proof. And if they're struggling, they can come in and work with me. But we will definitely get through this quicker than they think, probably, because it does all relate to each other. So feel free to reach out to me if you need absolutely anything. Aside from that, I will see you guys later.